Hi guys, this is Laura and Ryan just coming into shot from MK Cycles in Bolton. We're just going to go through today our Bikes for Beginners Part 2, clothing and accessories that we think are just the basics really to get you started. So I'll pass you over to Ryan and he'll go through things.
Hello beginner bikers. Right, we'll start off looking at this bike. I think the key things probably to get started with when you do the bikes is probably a bottle gauge, a pump, and then also a saddlebag which can contain some spares like a spare inner tube, some tyre levers which help get the tyre off, and a puncture repair kit. I think those are probably the basic things to kind of start with, and they're probably looking around £50. But from there are other things you can get, such as the tri bars, which are kind of useful for triathletes, get you a bit more of an aero sort of position. These start at around about £50, and the majority spend about £100 on those. Another accessory to think about, which isn't necessary, but it's something that if you want to improve performance, clipping pedals. So this means that you can also pull up on the pedals on the upward stroke as well as kind of push down. So they start at about £35 and then kind of go up from there. To go along with that, you also have to have the shoes. So there's two kind of main sorts of cleats. There's a 2-bolt fitting where they go in there, and this is kind of like with the Shimano, they call the SBD cleat. But obviously those you can walk around in because they've got a normal kind of sole like a normal shoe would have. And then on the road sort of type, you have a 3-point fixing for the cleat on the bottom, and that's what the Shimano SBD SL cleats look like. So that's that. And then the next thing to kind of touch on is probably clothing. So for winter, I'd probably suggest something, sort of like a long sleeve. This is merino wool. I love this top. I think it's great. So this is from Madison, one of our main suppliers. It's about £50. I wear that kind of quite a lot. The other thing that I would also recommend is like long bib tights. So the bib comes from this part, which kind of goes over your shoulders, makes it a little bit more comfortable, doesn't dig in at your waist, and it doesn't slip down. Also, these are a padded type, so you've got that in there, makes it a bit more comfortable, kind of good for the beginners, especially when your bums is taking a bit longer to kind of harden up when you first get started. Other little accessories on clothing could be like a buff, which you can kind of you put on your head underneath your helmet, nice and thin, so you don't notice it. But you can also pull it down if you get a bit too hot, and it can kind of protect your neck and stuff there as well. That sort of accessory, they're about £10, and then long kind of winter gloves. Like these ones are thinner, but they're windproof, so that keeps the most of the chill off on kind of spring, autumn days. Another key accessory I'd say is a helmet. These start at about £20 and go up from there, but obviously just that'd be an accident. Most of them, like this one here, that's got a peak on it, so you'd use that more for maybe mountain biking and things like that, keep the wind and rain out of you. But when you're on a road bike, your head's obviously tilted down a bit more, so that can impair your view. So like with this one, you can take it off, and then it just looks more like a standard road type helmet like that then. So just another thing to look at. And last thing, kind of some of the outer shells like Gilets, they can be good for windproofing. Again, just take the chill off on other days, but not get too warm. So again, none of a spring sort of thing. And then just for summer, you're probably obviously going to have similar sort of items, but obviously you're not going to wear tights, you're going to wear shorts, and then possibly maybe a short sleeve top. But I think that's probably most of the bits for clothing and shoes there. Just as a price guide for shoes and pedals combined, I'd say you're probably looking around £100 upwards for both together. And then with those clothing sort of bits I talked about there for winter, altogether you're probably looking around £200 for that altogether. So I think it's just worth kind of bearing those things in mind when you're looking at the bike, because it might affect what you're going to spend on the bike with the budget. Right.
Can I ask a question? What about if they don't want to clip in? If
Oh,
they're
yeah,
like me, I would not want to clip in first of all.
You don't have to obviously have clipping pedals, just have plain flat pedals, something a little bit like this. The standard pedal you can just use with normal trainers, so that's fine. It's like a mountain bike one, a bit wider, a bit more grippy for when it's muddy and wet.
And can you use that on a hybrid and a road bike?
You can use that on any bike you want.
Oh.
It kind of doesn't matter what sort of bike. There are different sort of shapes and things to pedals that go with. And that's one of the other things just to note about, kind of the cycling shoes. Even though kind of you don't have to use them with the clipping style, sometimes it's better to wear cycling shoes because there's not as much flex in the sole as there is with a a normal trainer. So if you start to do longer mileage, you can get a bit of a discomfort from using a standard trainer because there's more flex and it starts to, well, it can affect your foot. So if you're doing that, you know that's why. You know why?
Yeah.
Top
Right.
question. Well done.
Right, guys. So that's all that we. Any questions on this as well? Just bob it in the comment section if we've not covered anything, and we'll answer it as well. Next week, what are we do? Not next week. Yeah, next week. What are we doing next week then? You're going to go for a cycle around Bolton.
Yeah, I'm going to show you where kind of to start routes off from. So like the Middlebrook Trail is a key one people have asked about. And I'll try and, kind of think of all the places just to show you where they start and where they kind of take you to. And because it can be hard to find sometimes.
Yeah, so give you ideas of where to cycle, where's nice to cycle in Bolton and like sort of surrounding areas. So we'll see you later.
Ta-da!
Bye.